I am Mo Tuzano, the tabletop bellhop, your cardboard concierge, working with you to make your game nights better. Now, what I want to do tonight to help you out is let you know what you get in the box with this. This is the Hyperion expansion for Nova Aetas Renaissance, a huge box game. You can kind of see it over here. Massive, holding up this pile of shame over here. And it is a stable titan of holding up a pile of shame right now. This is the first hunt expansion for Nova Aetas, and from what I understand, that's a standalone kind of side quest that you can choose to go on. What I'm expecting in this box is some fantastic minis, some 3D scenery, a bunch of cards that you're going to have to stuff into envelopes, and possibly some new terrain tiles. I don't know for sure. I haven't actually checked this out. Now, at this point, I have not played Nova Aetas, but what I would like you to do is, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the link up here. Click that link and check out my Nova Aetas Renaissance unboxing video, because it showed up. It was a big Kickstarter that I actually won a copy of, which was pretty cool. That showed up, and I unpackaged it and I unboxed it and I showed off everything, and I didn't realize there was another box coming. So like 2 weeks later, this showed up. So this should have technically been part of that other unboxing. And what I'm going to have I do is I'll have my editor change the card at the end of that one so it points to this one once it's live. But what we got to do next is cut the shrink off this and open it up. Shrinks off. Here you have it. Now you can see the very striking artwork here without the glare. Still a little glare, but not quite as much. Show off the back here. Show off the sides. Showing it's the Hyperion. The stand. Whoop, this way. Sorry. Stands that way, and that way. Again, I always appreciate when I can store my games either way. So if I store them this way or this way, the box is all good. So here you have the box. As you can tell, fairly thick. Like the amount of stuff you get for Nova Aetas is ridiculous, honestly. 1 to 6 players says 90-minute playtime. That is not for the full campaign. That is just for this expansion. Again, this is the first hunt mission. You are actually pursuing a fiery titan on a mini side campaign, and you will eventually battle Hyperion himself. So what you can see already is it didn't travel very well. So we've got a box insert with a plastic tray, but obviously some stuff slid around. I don't see anything damaged, which is good, but obviously that box insert wasn't designed for things to be held up in not upright. So I'm going to flip through this book here. This shows you what the game components are. You've got the credits. We got playing with Hyperion in a game of Black Rose Wars Rebirth. Oh, okay. So this is another one of these expansions. I didn't realize this. So this is not only an expansion for Nova Aetas Renaissance, it's also an expansion for Black Rose Wars Rebirth, which is a miniature kind of skirmish game. So that's cool. It's a double. It's an expansion for both games. I didn't realize that. I do not have the other one. Oh, okay. So there's the rules for the one. Here's the Nova Aetas version. Nothing on here said Black Rose. So a little bit of new rules, and that's it. Then the Nova Aetas rules, showing the components there. A lot more interesting stuff here, a lot more going on. How to use this expansion. And then we have the plot book, so the actual scenario and the different parts. I don't want to show off too much of this because I don't want to spoil it. So there you go. Dual use expansion here. Expansion for 2 different games. From Ludus Magnus is the name of the studio from this one. There is a silica pack. Make sure you toss these out. Or if you happen to live somewhere where it's really humid, you can keep it with your game. These are flaming pillars that you can make 3D scenery. I can tell I'm not going to punch them here. Some additional counters. And then we have some new hexagons. I'm assuming these are map tiles. Again, everything did not transport very well here. Oof, look at that mini. These would be the cards for the characters for the other game, Black Rose. There's some special rules on the back here. Let's take these out quickly so you can see the Hyperion card and then the special rules for Hyperion. Slide those back. Actually, you know what? Just to save time, I'm not going to bother putting them back. 2 envelopes. One of the things I did think was interesting about this game is being a legacy game, everything doesn't come sealed. You basically have to kind of take the cards and do it yourself. Okay, we got multiple different sizes of cards layered under here. So this should have been over here with these envelopes, I'm sure, like that. Oddly, there's a huge spot here for I don't know, counters once we punch them, I guess, could go in there. So here's would be the actual mission cards that would be hidden in those envelopes. I'm just going to quickly go through these. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. So you have your different cards with different storylines, Titan Hunt. And then on the other side, it's going to have all the rules and information you need and characters you can find and so on. This is a campaign-based game, and this is a campaign side quest, not a single play at once kind of thing. Then you have the various cards. These, I think, are all for Black Rose. I'm not positive on that. So they have the Black Rose. Okay, these might be for Nova Aetas. So you might have a mix here. Various cards. Looks like different levels. They all say Burn in the Sky, so I'm not sure. And a Burning World. So these look like they're possibly event cards. Then we have Hobbit-sized cards in Shrink. Lots of them. Lots of little tiny cards. All right, we're going to hold these ones up a little higher so you can kind of see. Myrmidons, Demons. These would be the stat cards for the little miniatures here. We'll get to a second, and stat card for this one. We have new reward cards, and again, they're keyed to the various different scenarios, right? H4, H3, H2, H1. We're going to flip that over quick. Look, it's cool. Set of swords. Looks like new wound cards. Then a whole Hyperion deck, an entire deck just for this new character. And it says Hunt. So we're going to show off the other side here. Just text. Text a little small. Some symbols on the bottom. Again, I don't want to spoil this, so just show off the card quality. Solid amount of cards. That's a significant stack there. Fits back in here. Then these go on top here. Then these would probably be shuffled and put into the envelopes. Go on top here. Again, we got some punch boards. Now we have the minis. So we have 3 identical small camera. There we go. Lots of detail. Pretty cool looking. Fits the whole kind of Roman look and theme that has the whole game. Just like all of these, the bases come off. Which, again, I have a feeling they had planned to do something different with that. But they're all like that. I'm not going to pull the other ones out. And then, of course, you have Hyperion. Fully assembled. No assembly required. That is a badass chunky mini. Look how big that is. Show off the back here. That is heavy too. No bendy. Like it's that it's board game plastic, right? It's not high quality miniature painter resin, but the detail looks really good on this. No bendy weapons here, no damage that I can see. Okay, maybe this sword's a little more curved than it should be, but you know what? It looks great. Very cool looking mini. Maxi, I don't even know. Can you call it a mini when it's that big? These hex tiles, I'm not sure where they were supposed to be held. I'm thinking right here. Yeah, right like that. And then the punch board, which I'm assuming once I punch it, we can just, you know what, I'm going to do it because it's going to fit better. We're going to punch this quick. There, nice, well punched. Everything coming out nice and easy because this is going to fit better. And since I've got it, I may as well show you off a 3D flame plume. So there you go, 3D flame plume you can put on the map. We'll keep that assembled in there. Fits assembled, that's nice. I think actually if I had built all 4 of these, they'd probably fit in there fine. Some additional wound counters, which I'm dropping into the box. We'll grab that. Oh, it's down in there. You know what? It's fine for this purpose. I don't care. Now, all of these, which is kind of cool, is resealable. I was just lazy and didn't use them. Top. Instructions fit nice. Punch board, I left it. We'll just put it top of the box. Pretty cover. Gotta say that's pretty. So there you go. What you get in the box for the Hyperion Hunt side quest for Nova Aetas Renaissance, and also the Hyperion expansion, I guess, for Black Rose Wars. Black Rose Wars. Part of the Nova Aetas Chronicles series. Some really cool looking miniatures, a bit of 3D scenery, and a whole bunch of cards. No new dice or anything like that. Gotta say, it looked fantastic. Here, I'll peek out here. Looks really cool. Like, that artwork's awesome. The miniature actually looked even cooler than this artwork did. So really impressed by what you get with this. Nova Aetas looks fantastic. Sorry I haven't had time to actually play it yet to share more thoughts on the game, in addition to just showing off these unboxings. But you know what? We'll get to it at some point. And when I do, I will be sharing my thoughts on the Tabletop Bellhop Gaming Podcast, which you can find on your podcatcher of choice. You can also find me and other unboxing videos, reviews, game advice topics, game recommendation lists, and so on at tabletopbellhop.com. That's our main webpage. That's our hub. Watch our videos on YouTube and join us Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. And you can be there. Watch the sausage making as we record the Tabletop Bellhop Gaming Podcast. Thank you for joining me for this unboxing of the Hyperion expansion for Nova Aetas Renaissance and Black Rose Wars.